Make sure you check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Here you can find daily NBA highlights of the best players that day. You can find NBA breakdowns, NBA tributes, and NBA rookie analysis. But remember, that's only exclusively on my website, and I will be updating that daily. And make sure you become a member and subscribe to the email. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, coming to the quick video. We're going to talk about the Houston Rockets. We're going to do a what to expect on them. This team lost Josh Smith. I feel like that was a negative for them, but they rebounded getting Ty Lawson. They always needed a ball handler, somebody that can create other than James Harden, and James Harden, they can play him like Beverly too. Ty Lawson, he can knock down spot-up threes. He can knock down the easy layups. And he can get to the free throw line and knock down free throws. So he's a dynamic player for the type of system what they can run. So he can do a lot for this team. And he's a good playmaker, averaging almost 10 assists last year.
Now you got two authors on this roster. Dwight is one of the players in the NBA, and James Harden is one of the most complete players that we have in the NBA. It's going to be easy for Ty Lawson to come into this season and get some easy points for his teammates and for himself, because Kevin McHale can coach his ass off and he knows offense, and it's going to be a good place for Ty Lawson because Denver was in a space where they didn't know what they wanted to do in the future. They didn't know if they wanted to rebuild or they wanted to go for the playoffs, and now he got a team that's trying to win now and have the roster to do that. And Monty Eunice is people that kept saying I'm slept on, so I want to cover him in this. Monty Eunice is a good rim protector. He has a decent post game. He's a shaky three-point shooter. He can knock it down, and he can. But I think putting Monty Eunice in that starting lineup can help the floor space because it gives him more space to operate in the post and to get less traps in the post. So that means he can get more chances to post up, get some easy basket for the Rockets, get some easy free throw attempts. Well, I mean, get other team, I should say. And he can kick out to the shooter. They double team like he punish him like he did in Orlando. Post, they come for the double, kick out the Lawson, kick out the Reed, kick out the Martinez. So that's good for Dwight because he got more room to operate in the post, and he can get more comfortable with his post move. I feel like he was rushing a little bit too much. He has a hard touch around the basket anyway, and when he's trying to can do all these moves and rush and shoot the hook, he just basically a low percentage shot for him in the post, because he's never known as a post player anyway. But he got decent post moves, and he actually can score post. And I do like Dwight Howard in the post. I think they feature him in the post in the regular sense, so that way he can get comfortable, so that way he can get his confidence up and get more moves along the season. And when the playoffs comes, he can just do all these moves naturally, and he can have some more go-to moves when it comes to the post in the playoffs. So I think it's good for Monty Eunice to start as a rim protector, as a spot-up shooter, and as a floor spacer, just because it makes the pick and roll better, and it makes Dwight Howard better because he got more room in the pick and roll, and he got more room in the post. So I think that benefits him. Same with Josh Smith being in the lineup. But Ty Lawson going to get a better impact, though, because his ability to make James Harden more get easier points, because he can counter James Harden as a mid-range three-point shooter. He can get James Harden some backdoor cuts, some easy buckets. Because I feel like last year James Harden was working too hard for his buckets, because he had to create points, he had to create assists, he had to do everything for the Rockets offensively, even get free throw line, get 30, get the game winners. And Ty Lawson took a lot of pressure off of him, because he can hit big shots, he can hit the spot up three, he can hit the layups, he can play make and get everybody involved, including James Harden, and get everybody easy buckets, and it makes a distraction so James Harden can be more of a role player type of player, instead of just a go-to guy that do everything. He gonna get role player type points now, and that's the best type of points. Get hot, get that game. It's on spot up three points. And this team, and I feel this team is better both defensively. Like I said, Dwight Howard gonna be back anchoring that defense. Monty Eunice is a good pick and roll. Well, I won't say. Well, he's a decent pick and roll defender, and he's a good rim protector. And I also say Trevor Ariza, you know what he does. James Harden took defense more serious, even though he needs to improve in that area. He did get better in that area last year, and I think he's going to improve as he's trying to become a franchise top 3 player. He's a top 5, but he's trying to be a top better player in the league. And he could go for that player overall. He can lock down better with his turnovers defensive numbers. James Harden can eventually get closer to that area. I don't know if he will, but he can become an elite player than he is. He just got to keep polishing his game and his ball handling, his decision making, and shot selection. If he can keep improving those areas, he can still become a better player for the future and for this season. So I like it. I got him finishing 5th in the West under the Clippers, Warriors, OKC. I think they can be better than teams. I think they can beat the Clippers in the 7-game series if they was a 4 in the 5 matchup. I think the Rockets can to the second round. I can see them get Western Conference Final, depending on the matchups that they get this higher seed. I really can see it at the right matchup with the 4-5 matchup or the 3-6 matchup. I can see them exploit matchups. Kevin McHale can execute, get the right matchups, and get his team playing consistent and get them on a roll against the Clippers. So I do see the Rockets, like I said, I do see them as contenders next year. And like I said, they added more depth to bench with KJ McDaniels re-signing, Patrick Beverly. Then you got Montrezl Harrell, you got Sam Decker, you got a lot more forwards, a lot more guards, even just going to the bench. Just give them depth at the guard position. So the Rockets got depth with the power forward, small forward, with Brewer and Sam Decker, KJ McDaniels, and Corey can play the shooting guard for backup for James Harden. So the team got depth. The team got a good starting 5, and the team got a good coach. So I like the Rockets going into the season. I'm gonna like, subscribe, share, let me know what you guys think, and make sure to check out my older video. Like this video, like my older video, subscribe.